No Biafran, no peace. USB government live question and answer with Dr. Ngozi Oraboize. Simon Ekpa update. So in this video, you are going to hear directly from the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oraboize, the question and answer concerning what is going on in USB government and what is going on in the issue of Simon Ekpa, the update concerning Simon Ekpa. So don't skip any part of the video. Make sure you watch it to the end, because the section is a very powerful section where they are asking her concerning the football team, concerning Simon Ekpa appeal and miseries, and concerning many things. And in fact, in this video, it is a very mind-blowing video. Make sure you watch it to the end so that for you to understand everything that is going on in Biafra land, because as you can see, since all those while we have been giving you updates concerning the issue of Kinset, how the Biafran is being recognized in Israel and other and US Congress, and how they have been debating about the issue concerning Biafra and what is really going on in the USB, and how Donald Trump is even trying to come in so that everything will happen the way it's supposed to be. And here they ask her a lot of questions. They ask her a very lot of questions, and I know that everybody would like to listen to it, and everybody would like to participate with that question also. Here you will understand what is really happening and why everybody is like everywhere is silent concerning the side of Ngozi Oraboize. It is only this woman that is based in Israel, which is Rachel Ngozi. In fact, is her voice. Her voice is now counting. Her voice is now blowing everywhere. And what the Israel government is trying to do as it is. In fact, the video is compiled with a lot of interesting video in it. This our lady, she's going to explain to us a lot of things that is going on in USB government. Also, make sure you watch it. I was about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on in Biafra land.
And back again with another important update for all Biafrans, whether you are living in the homeland or you are in diaspora. This video is very, very important for me and you. This is a live session, a question and answer section that was done by USB government yesterday with their citizen. Let me just state what this question and answer session is all about, so that when you are going to be watching this video, you will have a clue of people that host this question and answer section, and also what is expected to happen in this question and answer session that was done yesterday. So Dr. Ngozi Oraboize gave a clue about this question and answer session. She said, press release, United States of Biafra USB question and answer section featuring the USB Secretary of Sports and the USB Foreign Affairs Director. So the date was yesterday, Friday, July 17, 2026, and it was done on exactly 7:00 p.m. Biafra time. So it was done via Zoom meeting. So guys, I'm going to be playing this question and answer session for you right now. Please take your time, watch this particular question and answer session, listen to the questions of Biafrans and the answers that these important people, USB Secretary of Sports and USB Foreign Affairs Director, the answers they gave to Biafrans we asked questions yesterday. In case you don't know them, let me show you the picture of USB Secretary of Sports and also USB Foreign Affairs Director. So as you can see, the man on this particular meme, he is the USB Secretary of Sports, and his name is Honorable Ngozi Jonathan, the Secretary of Youth and Sports Development for United States of Biafra government. And the lady on this meme is the popular, of course, she's very, very popular now, our own Honorable Adaeze, the Director General for Foreign Affairs Department. Now she dey in charge of all these diplomatic movements, going to submit documents in this office, in this country, from one office to another. Now she dey in charge, general. Now she dey direct the affairs, anything concerning diplomatic movement. Now Honorable Adeze, she dey in charge of it. Sorry for wasting your time, but I'm just trying to make you guys get familiar with some of the government officials in the USB. Now, let us watch the question and answer session they had. It was both of them that hosted it yesterday. Let us have the question and answer section. Please do not forget to like and share this video so that other people will equally partake in this question and answer section.
And this basket, we need to have people that we need to grow these people from base of curriculum where people will start learning much about this very sport. Sports is not just about being played in the field. There are also the aspect of studying them and being equipped before one can do well in those areas. I will also suggest to, I don't know whether you have a plan of that, so that at least when the curriculum, the development, when the sports curriculum comes out, and be able to work together with the Ministry of Sports, and so that Biafra will have the best among the best all over the world. So that's what I wanted to ask you, whether you have such a idea or thinking about that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful input, and also if it's a question, it's also a fantastic question. In the structure, in the Biafra structure, when it comes to the whole sports development, the whole sports plan, yes, that's number one priority there. That's why we have in every state there will be what we call sports complex in every state. Once we found a player that is in that level, it becomes a state responsibility as well, even though we know that we have already in the school curriculum that will be a kind of free studies for Biafra and scholarship. But once we find a player that is coming through the sports ranking into the sports complex, the state will take over that player or athlete or whatever, whoever, until we make sure that we reach that level. So football or sports, any sports, is not just only what you play on the field, it's also in the classroom. There's something I mentioned before, based on my experience right now in Europe, 15 years of working in this department, coaching in the high level. Football is not only, I will use football as a reference point now. Football is not just only what you play, but also we believe in intelligent students or intelligent athletes. Intelligent footballers are the ones that actually reach the highest level, because at the end of the day, they know why they are out there. It takes discipline, it takes resilience, it takes a lot to be a top player in the highest level football. So that's the Biafra we want. Biafra will be the best. When I mention the best, Biafra is going to be the starting point for African football to change. Mark this word today. Remember this conversation. I have several meetings with some couple of coaches and people from Africa. So what they are waiting for is actually the model we have to be able to see this model work. And that model is not something we give out anyhow. The Biafran DNA and the sports department, the development in combination with education will be the best, one of the best in the world. I guarantee you that.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Honorable Secretary for Education says something. Yeah, go ahead and add. I think she wanted to add something to what the sports secretary has said. Go ahead, Honorable Ngozi.
I can't. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my Honorable DPM, FAMD, and all that are present. Honorable Jonathan has talked about this in our last session, and in our education curriculum, we have Faculty of Youth and Sport and Creativity. And that's what we are also going to present when we come again on board. That in that faculty, all the different activities of youth and sports, and all the people who are very creative, we have the curriculum where they have the opportunity to learn, not just going to the field to practice, but to learn the theory and then the practical. That will enable them. It's not going to be just ordinary sports. It's going to be a talent where people can also live, because some people, when they want to play football, it's like it's just an ordinary game. We are not going to take it that. It's going to be a faculty, and in that faculty there will be different departments. We are building it up, and eventually we will call on Jonathan to help us when the time comes. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Department of Education. Also, let me just chip in. It's just, when we mention youth, people will only think that youth are children. Actually, it's not like children. Youth is actually until, I think, the age of 30, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, somebody can put that correct for me. Again, there will be a kind of Biafra Institute of Sports. Biafra Institute of Sports that we will also make sure that we match the curriculum with the education department. Then when you go into this Biafra Institute of Sports, will be where we have something like both even coaching education, highest degree, research studies. There's a lot of research studies when it comes to how the muscle functioning and other things. There where people will study sports science and so on. Then when you go to universities as well, there will also be a department for that sports science. But then when you go through the states, if you are going through this, let's say you are selected and you've been selected to go through the state education, there people in sports will have their own curriculum so that they will be able to have a training, like a practical and a theory. So there is class time, there is football time, there is class time, there's football time. So their curriculum will not be exactly as people who go to school like normal every day. They have to choose the department that they want to specialize on. At the end of the day, we'll start to develop people like physiotherapists, people who are specialists with physio, people who are special with personal trainers, good coaches, research studies, a lot of things. So these are going to be part of the curriculum that will be introducing when it comes to sports and sports science and the Biafra Institute of Sports as well. But we make sure that we match everything so that when somebody is graduating, if it takes a normal student to have 4 years to be for a bachelor's degree, it will also be the same for somebody who goes through the sports. But at the same time, you have opportunity to practice, because football, swimming, running is about practical. So those practical time will be also put into their credits as part of their studies while they do the theory. So, but we will work together in this to make sure that this curriculum will match exactly the highest standard in the world. That's why I said Biafra will be the best in the world.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. Olisa Emeka Ato. Olisa Emeka Ato. Please unmute yourself.
Olisa Emeka, type your state on the chat box first.
Yeah.
What state in Biafra territory are you from? Type it in, then they will open your mic.
Is he able to? Okay, meanwhile, Mazi Uche, is it Honorable Uche? Is that you?
Emeka, can you type your state on the box, on the chat section? Is he able to do that? Okay, let's allow the person, Abba Johnson from the state of Oahu.
Yes.
It's okay. Hold on 1 second.
His hand is not raised.
Unmute yourself, Abba Johnson.
Okay, thank you so much, Excellency, and all the honorable people here in this platform, the Secretary of Sports and also Director General of Foreign Affairs. Yes, my question goes to the Secretary of Sports. We always say that Biafra will be the first country in Africa to carry the World Cup in the Olympic. I strongly believe, because we have talent all over the world. But I just
that's correct.
Yes, I just want to know, is there any any move to create a national player registration database in Europe, in America, in other continents, preparing the process so that whenever we kick off as a nation in the area of sports, we'll be able to showcase what the world wants to see. That's my first question. The second question is, do you intend to build the Biafra Diaspora Football Network? What I mean is that where many Biafrans are already playing abroad, we be identified with Biafra sports, creating regional offices in different countries like Europe, France, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, Spain, and so on, Belgium, and United States. So do you intend to build something like that, a Biafra Diaspora Football Network? So that's my second question. And my last question is, do you intend to build a relationship with the foreign clubs that is signing a cooperation agreement with a club across Europe and America and other continents, where you can as well organize a kind of internship and stage works for Biafrans in overseas to a week or sometimes, where foreign clubs can be invited. Foreign coach and the agent of FIFA can also notify. This can help to develop our sports in a grassroots. I believe that you have a lot of experience on that field, but I just want to know, do you have these plans to make sure that you create a national team pathway for our also Biafra football sports? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abba Johnson. That's a beautiful question. Yes, I wish I had the opportunity to be able to present the organogram of this sports department and with the youth. You would have seen that question would have answered himself in that question. So, but let me take it. The international department of this football or the whole sports, because again, I'm using football as reference again as a point of this. The international department, when it comes to the states, each state will have the international department. There will be development department. There will be coaches department. There will be referee association department. There will be different departments that are taking care of all these things. Then there will be scouting departments. There will be national scouting department, international scouting department. Every Biafran born anywhere in the world, as long as that Biafran has a Biafran name and has a talent, will be recognized by Biafra. There is no other way to build that connection. If you look at this current World Cup right now, this current World Cup that is going on, there are about 24 or 26 Biafrans playing in 24 or 26, according to my record, playing in different countries. But this is something that when Biafra will be standing today, every player, every such talent must be approached and give opportunity to be able to represent Biafra. That's the structure we have. So the international department in the sports a way to build those bridge. Your second question was also answered in this because the international department is responsible for that. In terms of building connections, football, sports is all about connection. I will do everything in my power. I will do everything in my capacity as well. I'm currently doing that now, building those connections. If we have the resources that we're supposed to have this year, Biafra will have participated in maybe 3 different tournaments this year. But you know what it takes to put a team out there. And I want every tournament coming up now will be represented by 2 Biafran bonds across the world. So there will be a network. I'm not going to tell you that we are going to build connection with clubs because as a nation, we don't need to build connection with clubs, but clubs need to build connection with us as a nation. So what we need to do as a nation is to have a structure that they will trust. We want to make a Biafra where Biafra will be a talent hub in Africa, that any player or any sports, any athlete coming out from Biafra will be like a gold. So clubs and nations will want to collaborate with Biafra. That's what we want. by days in making this work is different. FIFA, CAF, everybody. So Biafra is going to, we have in the structure that this is the system we want in Biafra. The Biafra that when you hear that this player is Biafran, you will know that this is quality. This is quality. That's what we want. I hope I answered your question, Ava.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. The next person is Olisaemeka Ato Ejindo, Ikemba State.
Okay.
Unmute yourself, please.
Unmute, Olisaemeka. Olisaemeka Arthur, can you unmute yourself? Let's go to Biafra Giant, the next person.
Okay. Biafra Giant, Ikemba State. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
You're already unmuted. Okay.
Yeah. Good evening, my honorable members and cabinet. Greetings to my DPM and greetings to our Secretary of Finance and to everyone. I greet our leader Mazinan and our Prime Minister, wherever they are. Their spirit is with us. So let me make it quickly. Thank you very much for listening to our sports secretary. But most of the question I wanted to ask has been answered. But I just have just one. Am I coming out?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
All right. So I just have one remaining out of the question that I asked. So the one question is there a forum where the commissioner for the 40 states of confederation is organized, where you are having meeting so that to help to carry on this kind of what would I call it, enlightenment to them in order to start implementing it. All right, because actions speak louder than voice. From what you have said so far, everything was so beautiful and nice. And so I want to know, do you have intention of, is it in your agenda to start implementing or sharing duties to these sports commissioners across the states? Or maybe we are all going to still wait until when you have finalized every other things that you are holding in the international community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Biafra Giant. Good question. I would also, I've mentioned this before in a couple of meetings. Only few of the states has responded on this. I have asked all the governors of the states to nominate someone in the sports department that will represent each of the states. Yes, we have a forum where we have already some HODs, which we every now and then in deliberate. We have meetings like I told you now. One of our HOD in the Biafran football will be attending an event. I mentioned it today. So there's a lot of courses coming that I recommend for some of them that are already in this forum to be able to go see what is being done there, educate yourself in certain things. So I need more people. I want every state in Biafra to be able to nominate somebody in the sports department and send them over to me, send their CV or reach out to Honorable DPM as well. Those things will get to me because it has to be, I want people who understand what sports is. As I said again, for us to be able to make this plan in sports department to work, we need people who knows what sports is all about. And also people who are committed to work for Biafrans. I don't want the Biafra where somebody who is a retired general will become a minister of sports tomorrow, or somebody who is a police commissioner with a fat stomach who cannot even control football or doesn't even know what handball is being called. Yeah, we start heading the sports department. So we want people in sports to control sports. So I want every governor to screen their candidates very well, make sure that they understand what it means to develop a nation through sports, to build a nation through sports. Send me their CVs. I will also interview them, go through them to know where they are they can be able to contribute in helping to build the structure we want. So it's not going to be just because somebody knows somebody and you come to play to work in the sports department. No, you have to have competence. That's why I'm encouraging those that are there right now. Go get this course, go study this, go this, because I want leaders who can be able to lead. I want leaders who will be able to challenge me. I want leaders who will push me to get the best, to give the best for Biafrans. In sports department, sports is a very short career. We want the best for Biafrans. That is why I'm saying again, I'm using this opportunity again, all the governors, please, if you hear my voice, I am still waiting for your candidates. So there is a plan for that, where we share these ideas, because we need people who will be proactive to work for Biafrans. Thank you.
Honorable Ngozi, I have something to say. Can you?
Thank you so much.
Can you tweet, and then put the request, so that those that have experience that can, can apply?
I will do that.
All right, that would be
Thank
great.
you so much.
So that, and then put it in the Twitter there, share it so that we can.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Biafra Giant Hub has already spoken. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, Mazi Uche, is this Honorable Mazi Uche? Is this an Honorable Mazi Uche?
Uche is there. Hold on, Honorable Uche. Only Sameka Athol. Can you unmute if you have questions for the sports department? Because what we're going to do, since I know the Foreign Affairs Department, I know the director presented briefly, and the department was not ready, so we might move them to a different time. I don't know. It depends on the questions that we have for the sports department. If we have more questions for the sports department, then I know the Foreign Affairs Department is a huge department that maybe move for another day. I have the Olisemeka Arthur. Your hand has been up.
Yes.
You go ahead and unmute yourself right now.
Yeah. Good evening, the DP, and good evening, FMB, and good evening, Minister Ngozi Jonathan. Yeah, good evening. And I'm a real Ikemba State. I'm a sportsman. I'm a goalkeeper when I was in school. I want to suggest that we have to bring back the southeastern cultural development in those good days when we have the eastern state, southeastern state. We started from a grassroots, because I had you calling state and federal. We have grassroots county districts. That's where our development will start. That's my suggestion, sorry. That's where our sports development will start. And we've got to have sports centers, as we have, UK, as we have in UK here. In every district in UK.
Sorry, whoever is talking, Olisemeka, we are running a government, and I want you to stick to the structures that we already have. Anything outside this structure, just like the sports secretary have presented to you, what we have, what the United States of Biafra government have. We have 40 states in Biafra, 40 confederated states. Everything we're doing right now is based on the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. All these are set on stone at this point. So again, I want you to ask your question related to the Constitution of the United States of Biafra and relating to what the Secretary of Sports has said. There's nothing like Southeast in Biafra territory. There's nothing like Central in Biafra territory. So I just want to redirect you to ensure your question is in line with the government. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I was just setting an example as how we grow up. So I'm suggesting that we build from our countries. We have sports sports centers. From there, that is where all the countries are in in all the districts in the whole 40 states of Biafra. When they have their sports centers, each country will have their centers. Then from there, you can now go. That's why it will be so easy for the state to go around and collect scouts. The side state, we have scouts that will go around the countries and collect players. And from schools also. I heard you guys talking about you guys sports council with sports department. We work with education. Fine. We must have inter-house sports, so that where us in the secondary school, where the primary school, no, when you get to secondary school, all the secondary school will be competing in sports. And from there, it will be easy for the state to scout out players, any type of players. In all of our schools, we have all these sports equipment and sports fields and everything. So it will be easy for state to collect. And when the state collect the best, then they will not, because they will have a competition. They will be having competition in each state. We have counties and district which they will be competing, and when they compete, they come to the state. From state, it will be easy for them to pick the best from the state and then go for interstates, which is our 40 state of Biafra, before it will now go to the federal, and now it will shoot out to the other world. And that's the suggestion. So that is how we grew up when we are growing up. That was how we started our sports. Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Honorable Secretary for Sports.
Thank you so much, Olisemeke, for that. Now the question, it's good that I wanted to ask you a question, whether what you are saying was a question or suggestion, but then you said it's your suggestion. I like it's your suggestion. Yeah, I like that it's your suggestion, but unfortunately, we will not do it the zoo way. We all grew up in zoo, yes. So we are not going to do what the zoo did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that is not functioning. I'm talking about the modern way of developing what we call sustainability sports development, that will make sure that when we pass, the next generation, the next generation will only keep improving what we started today. So let me mention again that I mentioned about grassroots. So when I mention grassroots starts from the streets. There will be local teams that will have their own academies. Remember this. Yeah. There will be, I mentioned about Biafra-related Premier League. Each club in Premier League must have a youth team. It's a must. I'm not saying you will try. If you do not meet the requirement to have what we call youth department, that we encourage our 6 years, our 7 years old, that they can have what we call this school activities, then going into academic structure. From academic structure, before they become 13, they already understand fundamental basics of whatever sports they will play. That is the way grassroots. So I'm not going to say each county, because now you are going too far. You are jumping in county and state. No, it has to start first from the grassroots, the club side, the school. That's where the talents will be spotted before you get into academy. Because from academies, from club academies, each state academies, we are already gathering that information. There will be scouts working in national and scouts working in local counties, scouts working in states before they will be recommended for federal. That means Biafran national team selections. That means you have gone through series of screening. They have seen you. They have tested you. We have tested. It's not just to see that you can play sports. You might know how to play sports, but again, the attitude, do you have what it takes to wear Biafra national team? All those things are being put in check. There is a checklist. This, that. So I hope that I answer your question now.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I think Honorable Teddy, you have a question. Is it in relation to sports? If so, unmute yourself, Honorable Teddy.
Oh yes, you all have seen how they have been debating concerning the issue of sports, how they are going to be doing the sports so that it will reach to the global world. Everybody can be participating in it, and how everything will be happening in order. It is a very, very nice move and a very great move also. At least when they start from there, they will start from there and be doing other ones gradually. Before you know, everything will be in place and everybody will understand that they are in a country, because they must start from some place, somewhere, before other things will be coming into a place. Well, I would like your comment down below. What do you think about the thing that is going on in Biafra land? Like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things going on. So thank you for watching.